Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another beautiful, beautiful cast today. It's a gorgeous day on the Swiftwater map today. I am Get a Whale, and I'm going to be casting today with a co-caster. And it's actually our first time, I guess, officially casting together, and his name is TurboCop. TurboCop, how are you doing?
Hey Will, I'm doing good today. I'm excited to see this match today. We've got two 4-0 teams from Gold League ready out here to duke it on UGC Swiftwater.
Yeah, two of the top teams in Gold. They're the only 4-0 teams left in Gold, as a matter of fact. Those teams are 7 Years Dungeon and Evil Beastly Minions. And we're getting ready to go in a few minutes time. And so, yeah, these are great teams, like I said. And Turbo, you kind of like this 7 Years team. You've been watching most of their matches this season. Is that right so far?
Yep, they're my pet winning team. You know, you always find a team that's doing well, and then you like to follow them and see their legacy continue out. 7 Years Dungeon is that team for me.
That's cool. And so they're 4-0, obviously. And so you're sort of familiar with some of these guys. What do you expect to see today? Are they an aggressive team?
Yeah, they're definitely an aggressive team. They like to run things like crits, and they like to make medic picks happen to get their advantage. They don't like to play the Uber game super much. They have a great sniper, of course, and sniper is such a heavy influence on Swiftwater because the sight lines, they're huge and they're everywhere. But Feint's a really good spy. Link user is quite a good scout, although I don't think he's going to have quite as much impact on such a big open payload map as this one. But really the person to watch out for this game is Bobby. Bobby, there's so incredibly many jump and double jump bombing spots you have on this map, and Bobby should know all of them, and he should be pulling them out this game for sure.
Sick, so we're expecting a lot of med picks then, hopefully, huh?
Oh yeah, totally. One medic is going to die every engagement, I can almost guarantee it. Right
on. So the other team is Evil Beastly Minions. I don't think either of us knows too much about these guys, but they are 4-0, and they've been playing together for at least a few seasons. They were on, I guess, a hiatus or didn't play last season in season 10, but they played a couple seasons before that, and so certainly 4-0 in Gold. I mean, that's no small feat. They're probably got the teamwork down just as well as 7 Years.
Well, at this point, because you always get 16 people for playoffs, at this point, both teams have secured their place in the playoffs at the end of this, but the question is, what seed do you get? So that's really what they're playing for at this point. Also bragging rights, yeah?
Well,
really
yeah,
nice
the bragging
to have a perfect
rights.
season.
Absolutely. This map is a payload map. It's Swiftwater. It's we've got the beautiful UGC sign there, obviously. What is your take on payload? Do you hate payload or do you love it? Or are you neutral on it?
Oh, well, payload is a long map, for sure. Payload takes a while to get down to who's winning, but that allows you to make a lot of tiny mistakes, that allows you to make a lot of tiny adjustments as the game goes on that really lend out to a faster cap time or a slower cap time. So I think, when it comes down to it, payload's probably the best indicator of skill out of all the map choices out there, really.
I've seen
at least for Highlander, because they're generally so big, right?
Well, yeah, it's a wide open space, and it's not like King of the Hill, for example, where you see a lot of closer matches. I cast a match earlier today, which was a Euro match, because they play earlier in the day. A Europlat match, and it was really crazy. You can see kind of steamrolls, even against really good teams on payload, and so it can be kind of unpredictable. I watched team It's All Good play Kill Switch, and they're two really good Euro teams. Nothing's ever for sure on payload. If you have a team that can throw off the timing and the cadence of the other team and shut down their defense, you can see some really fast times.
Yeah, so getting those fast times is oftentimes really good, but if it doesn't work out for you, you end up throwing out, it's just a risk-reward kind of situation, right? You can get a really, really fast cap time, or you can get a really low cap time, or you can try and shoot for an average one.
Yeah, that's true. So it should be interesting to see. It says they're launching the game there right now. We've got 9 and 8 on there, but we should be close to the actual match starting.
Should be going any second now. I imagine someone's probably having mumble problems at this point. But yeah, this map is it's 5 CP points instead of 4. Most other payload maps have 4. This one has 5 though. I would say in terms of point capturing, the first point's really easy, of course. The midpoint, but like every other point after that gets like exponentially harder. Except for the last point. I think the last point is probably one of the easiest last points to capture in a payload map.
You think it's easy to cap last? Now that's funny because earlier today in my other cast, we were talking about how it might be one of the hardest points to cap. So why would you say it's one of the easiest?
Oh, well, it's definitely the hardest point to capture on this map, right? But compare it to like Barnwoods, compare it to like Badwater.
Yeah.
This point is easier to capture than either of those, I think. Simply because you can stick a spy. There's such a hard sightline to actually see the card at all times. Whereas every other map, the card has to go through highly exposed areas. On this map, you can put a spy right behind the card and push it all the distance it needs to go. Which is like usually what's missing during a push. You can like kill a bunch of people, but then oh no, your card's like all the way back there, and you have to give them time to respawn as you push the card forward. You can always keep the card pushed forward as a spy on this map.
Yeah.
And like get out alive almost every time.
Yeah, and it's it'll be interesting to see what kind of strategies we see at these higher levels and higher divisions. We see teams sometimes just forget all about the first point. It'll be interesting to see if on the first defense, are they going to set up in the tunnel, or do they set up outside, or what? This is gold division, like we say. What do you think, and what do you expect to see on the defenses? First defense.
Well, okay, so tunnel defense, not so great. It's easily spammed out, and it puts you in a choke point, and it puts a bunch of people in a choke point. So spam is like the devil you know, whereas putting out your sentry gun in the open is kind of like the devil you don't know. Yeah, you could get wrapped around and surrounded, but you'll see it coming a little bit sooner. So I think we should see a first point defense for sure, particularly because the sniper roof spot is so good. There's so many good ways to get a pick right out the gate here. Because there aren't that many ways to get out of spawn as the blue team. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Although like 2 of them they're like 2 groups of 2 because they're both really close together. So you can watch everywhere they come out of right away, and that's kind of like that's a hard thing to get in a payload map sometimes. But you get it for free here on Swiftwater.
You get it for free on Swiftwater. That should be the motto of the Swiftwater map. What do you think? Get it for free.
You get it for free.
Open up a little shop maybe in the house here. Shifty's Quick Shot. That's the sign on this sniper roost. Maybe they'll open a little bar. Maybe that used to be a bar. What do you think on Swiftwater?
Oh, that's cool. That's a little bit of like lore. So his name was Swifty, you said?
Shifty, actually.
Shifty.
So maybe it should be called Shiftwater, or maybe it used to be called that. Who knows?
Yeah, the legend of the map of Swiftwater goes along as such. There was a water point at some point, and it was very swift, but it's no longer swift anymore.
Well, there's actual lore. Do you know the actual lore and story of this map? The canon story of this map?
Is there canon story?
There is. It relates to I guess it's red is doing something about poisoning a water supply, and blue is trying to stop them from poisoning the supply or something like that. I'm sure that maybe someone on Twitch or something will know, but you'll see like underneath third point it says chemical processing facility, and there's this green looking stuff. So there's this whole crazy story that I'm sure no one really knows about has to do with poisoning water supply, and it's interesting. Valve does, well, I shouldn't say Valve, the map makers do write in sort of history and stories into these maps, so who knows.
Well, there is like, in Red Spawn, there's this labyrinth of pipes with green lights everywhere. Oh my goodness, we're actually going.
Yeah, we're started. We got live, so we're going to roll out now and watch. Let's see what this red team does.
This is weird. The setup timer wasn't set up correctly. Was it set up correctly for you?
Nope, it's showing me 8:44.
Oh, strange.
Which is interesting. Different.
So they are going to do a tunnel defense, it looks like. So they're proving me wrong first right off the bat. Although, okay, it's not quite in the tunnel here. It's right outside of the tunnel on the train track. This is going to protect you from a soldier jumping from Blue House. This is going to protect you from a scout trying to wrap around you. Are they going to put anyone forward, though? It would be nice to put the sniper, off to the wind, right by the medium health pack and big ammo pack, near the T-shape area, basically behind the sentry gun.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting gun spot. I can't say I've ever quite seen it. It's kind of a half measure. It's not quite in this house on the left side, Blue Barn. It's not quite in the tunnel, so we'll see how it goes. Red Demo Arch seems like he's ready to dead his sticks and kind of spam out the door here. So see what happens.
So 7 years is the attacking team to start with. We have only Couches pull out as the medic, Routing, what is that? Routing RPGs, who I don't recognize the name, so it's either a name change or a sub for them. He's the engineer. Bobby's the soldier. Gorgoroth is the sniper. Feint is the spy. Geek is the pyro. Link user is the scout. Dexic is the demo man, and Battlebull is the heavy.
No big picks yet. Oh, there's a one big pick is a snipe on Gorgoroth, and that's Stones picking off one on blue.
So they do get the snipe advantage. That's going to be useful getting out here. Oh no, he just picked up his gun with the rescue ranger and just moved it back a little bit. So good save of the gun. They're not going to be able to hold this position to start with, but they will.
Stones is in the tunnel now trying to look for a snipe, but he's going to feel pressure now as blue is pushing along great, and 7 Years Dungeon take him out.
Feint is sneaking around the back lines. He hasn't decloaked quite yet.
And Red Run's gun, he is using the short circuit and rescue ranger, looks like, but that gun is not going to last long.
So Feint actually put himself between the sentry gun and the pyro to block the sentry from seeing him, and then he pistoled down the pyro in the back ends there.
Down goes the gun, so in comes blue, and we've got red team now is up waiting in this flank area. We've got the soldier and we've got the scout, and they're just waiting, but looks like most of blue is content to push through the tunnel right now.
Yeah, and so the engineer, he did get out, he did stay alive. That's absolutely what you have to do at this point, because he's now setting up the sentry gun on the cliffside.
Falls out. I kind of agree with you, and they've got to push the card. I think if they can keep a steady roll, that'll do a lot for their confidence and for their performance, you know?
They're not going to do that, though. They're going to send half to the backside. The spy's not even there where the pyro is trying to check for, so...
And the soldier didn't even take the roof right away. He just kind of backed out, and now the demo's on the roof. And down goes blue soldier. Wow, and the demo. So Arch and Slim Slam, that's a huge deal. Kind of
no soldier, no demo man for a while.
They're going to get quick respawns, but that's an aborted start for Team Blue. It looks like they lost. No, there was someone...
No,
random person joined the server and then left. That was strange.
He must have had the PW. So it looks like 7. They're actually going to lose a lot of people here. They lost Feint, and then their demo man got cleaned
4
up.
down
So
right away.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Blue Spy is going to get right in through flank. He's going to be first one through.
So despite that soldier getting that double kill there, they actually got a faster cap time than 7 Years did on their first cap by about 10 seconds, which is like a non-trivial amount of time.
So Blue now moving in, their medic drop, Mombole is down, and so they're in short tunnel and they're just kind of thinking about it. Unlucky for them, Couch's pull out is holding on to his Uber.
Yeah, they have what I like to call super Uber advantage at this point.
Yeah, and I mean it's not looking good for EBM right now. I certainly don't want to get ahead of myself here. Anything is possible.
Well, that's what happens when you need to play.
Oh, Stones with a nice snipe there on Dixit, the red demo, and that's nice pick. That'll work.
He should be spotting out most of the people over here.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Engineer's going to want to push the cart while they do their classic combo push. See this? They just need to get out there. They need to put some spam on the pyro, force heals onto him, then back in. They need to start doing some pressure, trying to force Couch to pop before they're ready to, and then survive. They're not going to be able to, though.
Ooh, down goes Battlebull, the heavy, to a headshot from Stones. In comes the Spy on the cart, and he cleans that up easy. That's Feint getting the sap and the stab, the combo move.
We finally got a sap onto the gun, and then soldier shot across. So that's exactly what they need to do to kill the gun. The problem is they lost a lot of people.
Yeah, they have too many down. They're coming. Their medic's just way back at the start. Mombole's got his Uber now, and they've got to wondering where they'll come through. They're just going to go main tunnel right now, and they got to get right out there. They know they have no time to waste, really. Setting the time here, of course, is EBM.
Yeah, but Routing had to build a sentry gun way far back, so there's no sentry gun coverage up here quite yet. This could be a
they've
good
got
time
to
to
get
go.
in right now. You know, game sense would tell you just get there, so they get forced.
Not quite getting anyone quite yet. They're focusing the sentry gun, which I hate as a demo man Uber. Simply because you can eat like what 9 stickies, and yeah, it costs them. Look at that. Demo man medic goes down, soldier goes down.
They've got no one to push. My goodness. We've got Blue Heavy, Pete the Plumber creeping around, but takes the gun out and finally goes down. That's another failed push from Blue.
And he takes the gun out, but it doesn't get anything else for his trouble. So
he's got plenty of time. I mean, you know, 7 Years Dungeon knows EBM's not going to be pushing without an Uber, and they've got time to build a gun. They've got Uber too.
Honestly, pressure's on Sniper a lot, like, to do a lot more than he's been doing this game, I think. He's made a few picks happen, but they've
Dark
been about
Necrid
once
picked
in
out.
engagement.
That's Gorgoroth, the red sniper, going down. Dark Necrid using the L'Étranger, which is an interesting gun choice.
He's running a Dead Ringer, so he just wants to be able to be as annoying as
Longer
possible.
time, yeah.
Yeah, he wants to be able to get on the cart and use his DR.
Uber is popped here
jump
by
off the
red, and they get the cap, which is good for blue, but Dark Necrid now is thinking about a backstab with his little icicle man. Gonna take the
Sean
gun
Paul
out.
was able to do a lot of damage on the cart there.
Yeah, so blue coming right through, and red kind of scrambling, but it looks like they will be able to set up a little defense, possibly. Yeah, not to get
Well,
ahead
they
of
have
myself.
a lot of people down. They're still only half up at the moment.
And here in comes Bobby, taking out Arch with a huge pick there. Takes him out and forces Uber, and Mombole just totally wasted that Uber. Nothing doing. That's a great play by
that's what they
Bobby
needed.
from 7 Years Dungeon.
That's gonna be real bad for them. This is gonna make it like a 5-6 minute 3-point cap time now, and all of a sudden
Oof,
things
down
are looking
goes
really bad.
Sean Paul pushing the cart no longer. He will be missed. Rip Sean Paul.
Medic Heavy's pushing from, I'm not sure what to call this. I like to call it the vent with the window you can see out of.
Yep, that's kind of
I
a
hate this
standard.
location.
It's a good area to spam out some of the gun spots, and right now, Routing is just kind of taking his gun up to kind of the standard roof spot. We got
It's
the
so
sniper
dangerous
waiting.
though, bro. You can get spammed out by the demo men so easily.
You absolutely can. There are a couple spots that work for guns on this point, and there are a couple that don't. Ooh, Battle
He getting
Bull, the
caught with
red
his pants
heavy
down
going
there.
down. Yeah.
So Heavy trades out, not such a big deal. Oh, Bobby wants to go for another pick. Not gonna get it though.
Somebody Pete the Plumber was scratching his nose. That is not a valid excuse in Highlander. You can't scratch your nose. It's the
Well,
rules.
consider this. TF2 characters don't scratch their nose.
Right. So I mean, if you're talking about immersion, my immersion's just totally gone. If you're scratching your nose, you can't do that.
You're not role-playing your class correctly.
Mumble's got his Uber, and they're thinking about it. He's only got his demo, though. There's no one with them. They need more than just that, but in they come. Why not? Come on in.
This is a really
Uber
early
popped
pop.
in return. They're going to go for the gun, and man, if you're EBM, you got to hope your team is coming in behind you. I don't see them coming in.
Yeah, no one's coming from
Heavy's
the flank
here.
side. Soldier's finally here.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of slow to act.
Yeah, Soldier delayed really soon.
I mean, they're not
really
going
late there.
to... Are they going to do anything with it? Or are they going to bully and just take this ground? Or are they going to back out? They finally come out. They're going to get the cap, it looks like. Not before Bobby takes out... Oof. That's the Pete the Plumber going down. They finally get the cap, but they've lost 4. Including their Heavy and their Soldier and their Pyro.
Yeah, they're
be
chess
very
pieces
difficult
weren't
now
lined up
to-
there correctly.
Well, I mean, but now we've got the 7 Years Dungeon. They've got their gun up. They've got their demo and medic back. They're laughing. They're eating chips. They're having a good old time back at 4.
Oh, I'm sure they're nerve-wracked right now.
So I think that EBM has sort of been failing at throwing 7 Years Dungeon off their game and throwing off their defenses. They haven't really been pushing up and getting the timing right. What do you think?
Well, first of all, did you catch Bobby just do that awesome double jump that I always talk about for first point there?
Did not
He got
get the double
medic
jump. He's
and-
too fast for me.
Yeah, he got the medic with it too, so this will be a huge advantage right here for
Hurry up,
7
Bobby.
years. But what were
Yeah.
you asking me a second ago?
I think EBM, in order for them to succeed, they've got to throw off the timing of Team 7 Years, and they've got to sort of get up quickly. They've got to come up and throw off these defenses. 7 Years Dungeon have been able to set up a defense every time. I think EBM has just been sort of failing to move quickly enough. Just been letting 7 Years set up every time.
Well, I think they're good at momentum disruption, but they're not good at follow-up. So, like, what we just saw happen is a good example of that. They were able to make them pop their Uber, and in fact, the medic Couches had to flash, like, 2 or 3 people there. But then Bobby jumps ahead. The Heavy's kind of, like, stuck, like, out in the front, pushing up against an Uber. The Sniper got caught out there, and Bobby was able to make a double kill before he went down, simply because the Uber was forced out of them first. Which is, like, what you want to have them happen, but then you need to back off as soon as that happens.
There's so many down on EBM. Mombole's got his Uber, but he's got to heal. I mean, there's a lot of people respawning right now. Heavy takes up position now up on this upper area. Stone's just looking for that
I like this.
snipe.
I like this a lot. A lot of teams have been running Heavy more as a flanking class lately.
Yeah, kind
Less
of
as just
ambush
part of the
heavy.
core. And in certain situations like this one where there's a little health pack you can abuse really well. He actually doesn't end up using it, but still using cover to all of his advantage.
And Blue is still not capped his 4th point. They're at 6, you know, looking at 7+ minutes already, and I'm feeling that they are maybe getting into desperation mode already because they want to set a good time.
Well, they did bomb their demo in. He does pick out couches there. They do have an Uber advantage now.
But look at 7 Years Dungeon's got their defense up at last now. And so this is what I'm talking about. They're doing real well with timing. They're not getting stuck with their pants down, so to speak. They're setting up every time.
And also check this out. They're down an Uber, and this is like the first time in the game I think they've been down an Uber. They immediately switch over to quick fix.
Yeah, I noticed that as well. We've got that on our little overlay there. The Slim Jam goes down there. Easy for me to say. So Blue kind of sneaking in through the window here now. Bobby going to try to shut that down, but he's going to call it out.
Heavy's vanguarding forward. He lets his Pyro and Medic through the shortcut way.
Of course, Heavy, the most mobile class in the game. Easy to get in there. Demo hiding into the event there. Bobby doing a great job of flank control and holding this blue team out. By himself almost. But they gotta, can't forget the cart though. Bobby, a nice pick on stones there.
They don't have anyone on the cart. Bobby just verified it. Like everyone is in the rafters, basically.
It can be real easy.
A domination here.
It can happen sometimes that your combo is thinking too much about, oh, we have Uber here, and quick fix popped. Mention that in a moment.
Didn't save the demo man with the quick fix, unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks like Arch.
Oh,
Arch does go down. But it can be easy sometimes when you're holding last. If you're thinking about this upper house in here and you have your combo in there, it can be easy to forget about Tron Paul. And we got the cart pushing now.
Oh, he's gonna jump.
And the medic's gonna come down. Try to do something about it. And they hold. They're lucky to hold on to there.
-1 karma point to Link user there. He jumps into the hole.
Yeah, you should lose like 10 points for going in the hole. Classic Swiftwater error. It's looking close here for Blue, but they've still got to DM this out. The Heavy's down low. That's not where the Heavy wants to be.
Sentry Gun's still back up. It's now put in a really great spot on the right side. Now that they know that they're pushing from below, they switch up their Sentry Gun location to be more assertive.
And that's smart, but Blue is just going to kind of try to brute force this through. Just throw everything they have. It is not working yet. Snipers down there.
They have Uber advantage by far. They should be able to make it this push, assuming they can
Scout, he goes down. Heavy Med is there, and this might be it. Get on the cart! Get on the cart! EBM! Oh, they get forced Uber! What are they doing?
Yeah, they lost their demo man because of
the medic jumps down? What is going on here?
Wow, was that a double kill for Feint there?
I can't believe this. It's big, like, it's just bought. Oh, finally! Wow. I was kind of in disbelief there that EPM was. They popped Uber and then they came up the stairs, and it's just, I don't know, it seemed like they were throwing away time there.
It was a desperation one because there were stickies all over the floor there, and they blew up. They got one person, and then the medic was really lit, so he freaked.
So they do finally get the last point there. It took them 11 minutes, 25 seconds, and we saw in the first half that seemed like nothing for 7 Years Dungeon, but we'll see what they can do here if they can beat that time. What did you think of the offense by EBM?
Didn't do what they needed to. They, when you're on offense, you need to make quick, concise, decisive victories. What 7 Years is able to do is they made every engagement take as long as possible. Like every time that they would lose players, you'd see like Bobby or Link user on the back end stopping the cart from moving forward and forcing people back to just get the cart going again. So they were able to make every engagement draw out. I was trying to like put little markers down where like the engagements ended and started, and they were like massive. They would just be like, trades back and forth, 1 and 2 people like the entire game. So EBM, they never had their full force except, right after they captured a point or something like that.
Both
and that's
teams,
a really
of course,
good situation for the defense.
We're both back to minigun now. There's sticks set up on the roof so that when Bobby jumps on, the demo's hoping to take him out, but he jumps right around it. Still goes down though. So that's Bobby down. Lucky break that time for EBM. And Slim Slam now taking the roof.
Sticky damage there because the blue demo shot a sticky on the top, and then they went everywhere all over the floor, and the soldier still got him.
That's kind of a lucky break for sure.
Yeah,
Slim Slam thinking about a bomb here. Just missing his air rocket.
The Sentry Gun's not done super much yet, but it will as soon as this cart turns the corner here.
Good roll here though so far by 7 Years Dungeon. In comes the blue spy, and he's gonna What's he gonna do?
Double kill there. Gets Link User and Battle Bolt.
Gorgoroth thinking about a snipe as well. Like, Gorgoroth snipes Arch the demo, and it's looking like this point is done. Could be wrong.
Yeah, they should get this. They have better numbers.
Thinking about it.
Depends on the spy right here.
Ooh, down goes Gorgoroth. Good pick there. And so, and Fink getting a stab there, picking out Pete the Plumber. So there goes Red's defense. Basically, they're kind of backing out through tunnel now. Geek pushes in. Blue maybe wants to get up. I think they're going up through this flank area up here.
This is good.
We're thinking
There's
about
a soldier
it anyway.
still waiting for them.
Ah,
So
now the
this could-
soldier smartly waiting. He's probably spotted out by now. And Red Soldier, that is Slim Slam, Jim Jam. He was waiting, but he's going to abandon. As we got Blue Combo just pushing through tunnel. So now 7-year dungeon, they seem like they're confident enough. They're just going to push it through just normal. Here comes Dixit on
Slim
his
Slam's also
own.
running the black box, which I really like in this
Ooh,
situation.
big pick
where you
there.
need to keep your
Stone's
health.
going down.
Ouch.
Uber forced. That's unlucky.
Yeah, there's also the pyro here to stop it. So okay, this is good for EBM. This is
really
starting
good,
to look
yeah.
like a reasonable hold.
Velocity doing a great job there, the Pyro of holding that off. But 7-year dungeon has been doing so well with these kind of sort of dry pushes without Uber. And down goes the demo. And so without Uber now, oh, but down goes Battle. They're kind of thinking about just coming in with nothing.
Oh, they just lost. No, they were able to save their demo man. Dixit just barely got out of that alive, overextending a little bit.
Yeah.
Now he just throws some more spam.
They were maybe
Starts
getting a
second
little
round of spam and wins.
overzealous there. What do you think? As Stones picks out Gorgoroth there with a great headshot. And so now Red's thinking about third. EBM has fallen back. But here comes Bobby. He's going to come in and see what he can pick up.
Dark Necrate is spamming out the engineer on the top here with his sapper. But no, we got Battle Bolt linking around the side here by himself. There's no combo here yet, which I'm surprised about. Couches almost has his Uber. I wonder if he's going to rotate right or not.
Feint
Give
is
Battle
in.
Bolt
He's
the
going to
support
pick
he
something up.
Hmm.
Here comes Feint, and just not suspecting at all is Arch. And so down goes Red Demo. And here comes Blue. And they're just going to walk into third and find nothing there. And wow, it's kind of... This is not what I expected to see. There's so many down on Red. Blue is just way ahead of the cart. They're maybe forgetting there even is a cart. As down goes Link User.
Yeah, this could actually be really bad for them. If Red's able to get their numbers up, well, they're not going to be able to. Oh, they even get stones again with a snipe.
I mean, so much of Red is just sitting inside spawn, and Blue Spy is there just waiting for them.
Yeah, he's playing way far back.
Yeah, Feint is,
If
and
he
the
can
soldier's there
distract
too. Mumble is going to be in deep shit right now. He's pressured
Yeah,
by
they're not-
Bobby. Out comes the Iverson. Down goes Mombole. So holy cow, we've got just a monster offense. But the thing is, the cart's still way back, nowhere near here. Feint is still back. Down goes Stones.
So
Blue
this is
have
gonna
moved
buy them
the battle lines way past the cart. What was that?
This is a really aggressive play. I oftentimes see this happen, and almost every time it does, it tends to work out well for the attacking team.
Yeah, it
Simply
does.
because there's such a huge hill you have to walk up.
Yeah, I mean, just total spawn camp there for, 30 seconds, a minute, minute and a half.
Okay, well, 7-minute defense for the last point here. Is it even possible?
It's been
That is the
done.
question.
Crazier things have
Been
happened. I've been part of a 17-minute defensive last, not on this map, but on Upward. Stranger things have happened. But I mean, we've got
Upward's easy.
quite a roll going here. The Ubers are about even, and Blue, I don't think even cares about Ubers right now. They're just content to push it in without one.
Yeah, they should. Well, they got their spy on the cart. He's pushing through. He's gonna get hit, pull off his DR, but he's gonna just rock off to the side, get it back, and then push again.
I mean, the cart hasn't really stopped. I mean, Dark Necrid is back behind, just completely. Red Spy just out of the fight, absolutely. Being chased
I
by
think it's
the...
Jim Jam there, getting off the crucial flank that they didn't need to deal with.
I mean, the roll continues here, figuratively speaking, the roll of the cart. Literally speaking, I guess.
Dixit goes down to Sentry Gun spam, and so does Couches, dies to the follow-up. But the sniper was able to get an arch there. Dark Nectar got picked off a little bit earlier during the fight.
Yes, some
So
good
this
picks.
is the first fail push for 7 years here.
So they've only got
But they still
5
got
minutes,
time.
50 seconds to pull this off now. Is that all?
You know, in the back lines, right? You have your engineer building up teleporters. You have your engineer getting you some Sentry Gun spam. you should be able to keep the pressure up for a while and try and whittle them down.
Ooh, Stones goes down there. That was a nice headshot by Gorgoroth. Tron Paul comes in, she's to break the party up. That's nothing doing. Geek goes down for blue. There's 3 down on blue, including their Sniper Pyro Spy. Not the important classes. Their Scout is still up, and Link User is just kind of went back hoping for a buff, I think.
Well, they spotted the sentry gun again. It's in the same spot, and yeah, they're just using the Rescue Ranger to keep it well stocked.
And so Blue's 2 pushing classes now, their NG and their Scout are down, but Battle Bull is just kind of coming down as a total tank, trying to just take it alone. That's not going to work. He needs a medic with him. Uber was popped up above here in this house, and now Couches is in with his demo. Dixit gets blasted back. More good work by Red Pyro Velocity, kind of breaking up another Uber push.
Dixit's staying alive for way too long here, though. He's able to
Battle Bull got stabbed. That's a pick as well. Another aborted push kind of here. They're just gonna Couches is gonna come down on the cart and just see if he can pull it off, but nothing doing.
Now he needs a spy here as well. We just need the spy to get the surprise push going, and then 7 years will take this round. But right now it's kind of like critical mode now. If the next push fails, then you really start saying, okay, guys, we could actually start losing this one.
Yeah, Ubers are even. Worth noting. In comes Spy. He gets cut down by the heavy. Fattest man.
They're going to try and push in here again with people down. Well, no, they back out wisely. But this is the mistake that every attacking team makes, pushing in when you're down. And it's just, you want to buy that time, but it's just so hard when you start losing flanking classes, when you start losing pick classes.
Ray got distracted, so they fell behind, Uber disadvantage. Spy's going to try it now.
Oh, I like this. The heavy split off from the main team, and then the Demoman wrapped around behind. They're going to get the sentry gun, so no more sentry gun up on the top there. Oh man, they lost
Pyro doing great work as well. This Uber has got to, they got to get those key picks. They've got to take the medic. Oh, they get the medic and the Scout. 3 up for Blue, 4 up. Whew. They were lucky that time was EBM. Do you agree with that?
Oh yeah, it was really fortunate they had the Uber up, but then all they had to do was pop it and stay on the cart. And then Blue tried to push into an Uber on the cart.
Gorgoroth, the Blue sniper's been doing a great job of taking out Stones, the opposing sniper. Now,
yeah,
the red heavy is... Sorry, go ahead.
Gorgoroth has generally won the sniper engagements here, so a little bit of
heavy
advantage
falls down the hole. The heavy had been down below, and that's not where you want to be as really any class. Pete the Plumber calling GG now, since he has fallen down the hole. The medic's down below as well. You don't want to be down there.
He gets picked by the snipes.
Yeah, you want to keep that height advantage, and now Stones is doing his best to hang on. Scout's going to bring it in, and that's it. And so
yeah,
GG's...
and if that wasn't it would have been an Uber right after that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow, nice 2-0 from 7 years.
GG's all around, and so 7 years Dungeon pulls off the victory in pretty impressive fashion against Team EBM. And so EBM falling out of 4-1. 7 years Dungeon going 5-0.
I mean, that was beautiful to watch. I love watching this team. 7 years. They just do so many little things correctly. They have their follow-up there every time when it seems like every other team doesn't. It's crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, what did you think? I mean, it wasn't really close at all. I was expecting it to be a little closer than that. Do you think there was anything in particular, as we see Dark Necro there asking what was up with their DM mod? Do you think that was it? Was it just DM?
No way. It was more like making pushes when you didn't have your full numbers up. 7 years, they almost never pushed without their full force there. When they lost a few players, they assessed the situation and would back out, even giving up Uber advantage, just to make sure that they have all their pieces in the right spot. And that's what you have to do on a payload map like this. You just have to have all the chess pieces set up in the right positions before you can go and take the point. Doesn't matter if you have Uber advantage. Doesn't matter if you have number advantage.
Yeah, I mean, we really saw that in spades. Getting the pieces in place and doing a really great job. I think that 7 Years Dungeon were really great at pushing up and being at the right places where they had to be. And so not only having the pieces in place, but being there quick enough and being there fast enough and playing aggressively enough. And a really impressive win there by 7 Years Dungeon.
If they didn't do that spawn camp during the 4th point push, I mean, they could have easily lost that as we saw later on. That 7-minute cap time became 2:40 once they actually won the match. And if they had to spend 2 minutes, like getting to the 4th point, it could have like been either really close or they could have lost that round. So recognizing that advantage and going for it, which is what a lot of teams would do, but they really took a huge advantage there. They got a medic out of it, they got a soldier out of it, they got their heavy in a really good spot to get some good damage out there.
Yeah, so that was pretty impressive. So I guess thanks for joining us, guys, for this cast this evening in this UGC Gold action. Do you have any shout-outs or anything you want to pimp TurboCom?
Well, I'd like to pimp myself for a second, if that's all right.
Yeah.
Sure, you can go find me over at the new YouTube site, if I don't know if you've seen it or not.
That is new, yeah.
Yeah, youtube.com/user/TurboCopTF2. Or if you just YouTube search for me. It even has a search feature. Pretty cool.
How about that? And we'll so check you out, and I'm on YouTube and stuff too. We'll have to do this again maybe next week or sometime in the future. I had a good time today.
For sure, me too, man.
All right, well, thanks guys again for joining us, and for the time being, I am Get a Whale, and we will see you guys next week. Peace out.